Hey there.
Just tell me. Are you okay with this? Honestly?
Will I...
You should be careful. It may have already begun. If it has, it can't be stopped.
And just what is this?
It's a lemon.
That's a lemon?
It's the lemon scream.
Are you sure that's how you want to draw it, Mochizuki?
Why not? This is how the lemon looks, at least to me.
It's not in line with the objective of the class, but I suppose it's all right. That said, this should be saved for the art club.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. Go ahead and finish it up.
Are you a fan of Monk?
Yeah, kind of.
Mochizuki definitely has a drawing style that's all his own, doesn't he?
The lemon is screaming?
No, actually, it's the world that's screaming. The lemon is covering its ears because it's so terrified of the sound.
So you're in the art club, I would guess. You're very talented.
Thanks. It just started up again this year.
Are you planning on joining any clubs this year, Sakakibara?
I haven't decided.
You could join the art club if you'd like.
Me?
Yeah, I mean,
Teshigwara, just what do you think you're drawing?
An apple.
Apples don't have arms and legs.
Well, this is how the apple looks to me.
Be serious. We can't have everyone in the
I am
class
sort of
drawing
interested.
monster fruit, now can we?
by the way, Sakakibara, tell me, what do you think of Miss Mikami?
I'm not sure how to answer that. I'm not sure at all.
Oh, well, just asking.
She's not here. Why? Doesn't looking at Monk's The Scream make you feel scared or freaked out? Maybe uneasy?
Uneasy. Yes. I feel uneasy about a lot of things these days. The painting draws out that emotion from me. That's why I like it.
You like it because you feel uneasy?
You can't always pretend that nothing is wrong. I think it's the same for everyone.
Yo, Sakaki! Talking about Miss Mikami over here? Hey, let me get in on that.
Unfortunately, we were talking about something a little darker.
What do you mean by something darker.
The feeling of uneasiness enveloping the world.
What's that supposed to mean?
Haven't you ever felt that way? Most people do.
Of course I have! Like when I found out I had finally made it to the 9th grade, only to end up getting stuck in the cursed Class 3. Listen to me, Sakaki. I've really been wanting to tell you something since yesterday.
Don't you think that's a bad idea now?
Well, maybe, but I think that...
Bad idea.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I've gotta go.
Hey, Sakaki!
That's not a...
Hey.
Was it okay to do that?
Do what?
They didn't try to stop you.
I guess not. What are you drawing? Is it based on some kind of model? Or did you make it up?
You could say both, I guess. At the end, I'm going to give the girl enormous wings.
Is she an angel?
Who knows? I'm not sure.
What were you doing out in the rain yesterday?
I don't dislike the rain. My favorite is the cold rain that falls in midwinter, just before it turns into snow.
What's wrong with your left eye? You've been wearing that eye patch ever since we first met.
You want to know?
You really don't have to tell me.
Then I won't.
You should head back to class. I haven't seen you here before.
I'm Sakikabar, from the 9th grade's Class 3. I just transferred here.
I'm Chibiki, the librarian. I want you to know you're welcome to come here anytime you like. But you should get going now.
Yes, sir.
Why, Ray? Why, Ray?
Chibiki, huh?
I'm pretty sure that was his name. He acted like he was the master of that place.
That man does give off that impression, doesn't he? The master of the library. Antisocial, always dressed in black. He gave almost all of us girls the creeps. Did he say anything to you?
No, not really.
Okay.
Do you know if the auxiliary library has always been in that room?
It was. But it only became the auxiliary library after the new building construction was finished. So tell me something, Koichi. Are you going to join a club?
I'm not sure yet. But actually, one of the students invited me to join the art club today.
I didn't know that you like art.
It interests me. I'm not terribly good at drawing things, you know? But still. You see, I've never actually told anyone this before, but if possible, I'd like to attend one of those fine arts schools.
Oh, well, that's news to me.
I'd like to study carving and sculpting and things like that. Does that sound crazy?
First of all, your father will undoubtedly oppose. Second, even if you graduate, that doesn't mean that you'll even get in. Talent is a key factor, of course, so you are likely to fail. But if that's what you want to do, you might as well give it a try. It's just pathetic to give up on something before you even give it a shot.
Giving up is pathetic?
Not giving up on yourself is what is truly important. That way you don't end up pathetic.
You think so?
Sakibara! Sorry, we're swamped during the day.
Is it okay for me to be here?
It's totally fine.
Thank you very much.
So, tell me, what are you reading these days?
The author you recommended to me, John Saul.
If only I could get my coworkers to read his stuff too. But that's not what you came to talk about, is it?
No. There's something I wanted to ask you. Did a girl die at this hospital last Monday? I heard a young girl died here that day.
Last Monday? You were still here then, weren't you? Why do you ask?
Something just happened that made me wonder.
I get the feeling you're asking for a reason. There were no deaths among the patients I was in charge of.
Changing the subject then. Did you see a girl wearing a school uniform in any of the wards that day?
A girl again?
She was carrying a doll and had a dark blue blazer, short hair, and an eye patch over her left eye.
An eye patch? So an ophthalmology patient. Hang on a minute.
You saw her?
Well, not exactly. But a girl who died... There might have been one.
Are you sure?
It's possible. I think it was a girl. Anyway, I heard someone say a patient died. It was in a different ward, so I didn't hear much about it except they were young.
What was the patient's name?
Want me to find out for you?
Can you?
Sure, I could ask around. If I dig anything up, I'll give you a call on your cell.
I know I've already asked, but are you sure it's okay for you to give out that information?
We'll just say you're concerned for your classmate. You seem to have a good reason to want to know. But in return, you'll have to tell me that reason sometime. Got it, Mr. Horror Lover?
As all of you know, haiku is a type of fixed-form poetry consisting of 17 syllables, divided into lines of 5, 7, and 5. However, the term haiku itself is relatively new. The name was coined approximately 100 years ago by a man named Shiki Masaoka. Prior to then, the poems were called haikai. There are 3 important rules for composing haiku.
Sakakibara! Are you heading home now?
Got a minute? I see. So you were born at Yomiyama Hospital,
My family moved to Tokyo shortly after, though.
and you lived in Tokyo from then on?
Yeah.
Did you ever come back to visit?
My mom died not very long after she gave birth to me, so not often.
I see.
Why do you ask?
I get this nagging feeling that I've met you before, somewhere.
Maybe you're mistaking me for someone else.
That's part of why I wanted to ask. So annoying.
Huh?
Sorry about that. I wasn't talking about you. I'm annoyed with myself that I can't seem to remember it clearly.
It's not a big deal. You shouldn't let it bother you.
This is part of being head of countermeasures. I have to do a good job.
What exactly does the head of countermeasures do?
In simple terms, I'm the one who's in charge of devising and executing countermeasures to protect our whole class.
Protect, devise, and execute?
I want to make sure you understand the situation Class 3 is in and the rules we must follow.
Akasawa, stop!
What?
Hold on.
Actually...
What? Honestly, I miss one day of school and this is what happens?
See you later. says, "The hollow blue eyes of Yomi at twilight." What is this? Hello?
Sakakibara,
Ah, Miss Mizuno.
about what we discussed the other day, I found it. They said it was a junior high school girl. Apparently, she was an only daughter, so her parents were devastated.
And her name? Did you find out what her name was?
I'm not sure, but
Yes.
I think her name was Saki. Something like that. I only heard it secondhand, so I don't know if
Welcome. My, it's unusual to see a boy your age here. Are you a customer? Or perhaps...
Hello there. This is a shop, right?
Are you a student?
Yes. At Yomi North.
In that case, I'll give you half price.
Is this a doll shop?
About half and half. Everything you see in the shop is for sale, but not at prices a student like you could ever afford. Take your time looking around. I have no other customers. I could put on some tea.
Thanks. But I'll pass on the tea if you don't mind.
Very well. Then take your time.
Is that... May, what are you doing here?
Oh, so you don't dislike this sort of thing? I should ask why you're here. So why? I wasn't hiding because I wanted to surprise you. You just happened to come while I was already down here. Did you think it looks like me?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? But only half of it. Maybe less than half.
But why are you here?
I don't dislike these things. So tell me, why are you here, Sakakibara? I'd really like to know.
Well, I was just walking around and... I mean, I don't know this town all that well yet. And when I stumbled across this place, I got curious.
I see. Some people say dolls like these are creepy, but I say they're wrong. You don't think so, do you? Tell me the truth.
No.
The two here are my favorites. Their faces look so peaceful. It's strange to me that they can look so calm, even though they're attached.
But maybe that's the reason they're calm. Because they're attached.
Impossible. It would make more sense for them to be calm if they were separated, wouldn't it? Shall I show you? Shall I show you now? What's under this eye patch? Right here.